Hi everyone, I am very excited to share another gem with you guys. The book As a Man Thinketh from James Allen. And there was no date in the book, so I couldn't see when it was published, but of course I did some research and I'm going to read it. So As a Man Thinketh, that's Wikipedia, is a self-help book by James Allen, and it was published in 1903. Can you imagine? And it was described by Allen as dealing with the power of thought, and particularly with the use and application of thought to a happy and beautiful life. So I'm going to read for you the effect of thought on health and the body. But first of all, I want to start with the quote that's in the beginning of the book. And this is all written usually in Old English, and English is not even my first language, so I have sometimes a hard time with reading it, but I'm going to do the best I can. And also for the chapter, it's not that simple. So this is the quote. Mind is the master power that molds and makes. As man is mind, and evermore he takes the tool of thought, and shaping what he wills, brings forth 1,000 joys, 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret, and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass. I love this. Environment is but his looking glass. Whatever we see in the world, it is just a mirror. It's like we look into our own life. No matter what it is that we're looking at, it is the hologram. It's what we are projecting. We can see around us who we are. And I just love that. So let me read the chapter. So the effect of thought on health and the body. The body is the servant of the mind. It obeys the operation of the mind, whether they are deliberately chosen or automatically expressed. Yeah, we have no choice. Whatever is going on, subconscious or conscious, it's there, it unfolds. At the bidding of unlawful thoughts, the body sinks rapidly into disease and decay. At the command of glad and beautiful thoughts, it becomes clothed with youthfulness and beauty. Isn't that beautifully said? Disease and health, like circumstances, are rooted in thought. Sickly thoughts will express themselves through a sickly body. Thoughts of fear have been known to kill men as speedily as a bullet, and they are continually killing thousands of people just as surely, though less rapidly. The people who live in fear of disease are the people who get it. Anxiety quickly demoralizes the whole body and lays it open to the entrance of disease, while impure thoughts, even if not physically indulged, will soon shatter the nervous system. Strong, pure, and happy thoughts build up the body in vigor and grace. The body is a delicate and plastic instrument, which responds readily to the thoughts by which it is impressed. And habits of thought will produce their own effects, good or bad, upon it. Men will continue to have impure and poisoned blood so long as they propagate unclean thoughts. Out of a clean heart comes a clean life and a clean body. Out of defiled mind proceeds a defiled life and a corrupt body. Thought is the fount of action, life, and manifestation. Make the fountain pure, and all will be pure. Change of diet will not help a man who will not change his thoughts. When a man makes his thoughts pure, he no longer desires impure food. Clean thoughts make clean habits. The so-called saint who does not wash his body is not the saint. He who has strengthened and purified his thoughts does not need to consider a malevolent microbe. I hope I said that right. If you would protect your body, guard your mind. If you would renew your body, beautify your mind. Thoughts of malice, envy, disappointment, despondency rob the body of its health and grace. A sour face does not come by chance. It is made by sour thoughts. Wrinkles that mar are drowned by folly, passion, and pride. And my wrinkles, let's not think about that. I know a woman of 96 who has the bright, innocent face of a girl. I know a man well under middle age whose face is drawn into inharmonious contours. The one is the result of a sweet and sunny disposition. The other is the outcome of passion and discontent. As you cannot have a sweet and wholesome abode unless you admit the air and sunshine freely into your rooms, so a strong body and a bright, happy, and serene countenance can only result from the free admittance into the mind of thoughts of joy and goodwill and serenity. I told you guys I'm struggling a little with the language, but I hope you get my point. You can understand what I'm reading. On the faces of the age, there are wrinkles made by sympathy. Oh, that's probably my wrinkles of sympathy, I hope so. Others by strong and pure thought, and others are carved by passion. Who cannot distinguish them? With those who have lived righteously, age is calm, peaceful, and softly mellowed, like the setting sun. I have recently seen a philosopher on his deathbed. He was not old except in years. He died as sweetly and peacefully as he had lived. There is no physician like cheerful thought for dissipating the ills of the body. There is no comforter to compare with goodwill to dispersing the shadows of grief and sorrow. To live continually in thought of ill will, cynicism, suspicion, and envy is to be confined in a self-made prison hole. But to think well of all, to be cheerful with all, to patiently learn to find the good in all, such unselfish thoughts are the very portals to heaven. And to dwell day by day in thoughts of peace towards every creature will bring abounding peace to their possessor. Isn't that beautiful? It's only like 2 pages, but it says it is so good. And you all, people that know me, that know that I believe that every word is already said. And this just shows it is such a little booklet. As A Man Thinketh by James Allen. I really recommend it to everybody. It is 25 pages, that's it. But I read it over and over and over again, and it really warms my heart, and it gives me hope for humanity. Because if we start thinking the right thoughts, and we can just have everybody have their own thoughts and be themselves, and it would just change the world. So I'm going to show it one more time. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Highly recommended, and I hope you enjoyed my little reading. See you next time.